Okay, I'm going to show you how I go about solving the Rubik's Cube, how I found this way. It's 1980, 81, something like that. I could do one face, but the rest of it was a disaster, and that frustrated me for a while. I never worked with it for much, though, 5 or 10 minutes, and it's like, who could possibly do that? But I decided one sunny afternoon, I'd crawl up in a hammock with a bag of homegrown on my chest, rolled a fatty, and I was going to figure this out before I did anything else. So that's what I did. When I solved a single face, say this red one, I would solve the corners first, and then I would fill in. And that's easy enough. And if you can't do one side, then this tutorial isn't going to be very helpful, because I'm not going to cover that. I'm sure it's covered a gazillion places elsewhere. But I have 3 sequences of moves. There are 8 moves each to manipulate any particular thing. And the third one I'm going to show you is how to fill in the first ones, but it's easier to show you now. I'm going to move this yellow orange to this point here. And I do that just by moving this one. Remember, when I was figuring this out, I didn't want to destroy this. So I wanted ways that I could make things move without destroying this top. So I moved it, and I put this red back together, then I move this, then I move this, and I put this one back. And now you'll see that indeed that is exactly what happened. I put that one right where it's supposed to be. Now I'm going to do it again. I'm going to put this orange and white right there. I'm going to bring it back to me. See what I've done. There's the orange and white one. And now I'm going to put the yellow-green one right back where it was. If you do any of these moves 3 times, you'll be exactly where you started from. So when you're solving it, this is what you're going to be looking for. You want your yellow-green to go yellow-green, so you can bring it up in this orientation. So it's exactly where you want it to be, right? All right, so we bring it up, put it where you want it, bring that red down, right back up. And now we're back to where we were. Okay, that is the third move. The first move you're going to want to do is, let's say you have a cube, this cube, these are all mixed up. But this one cube happens to be lined up. It doesn't have to be. It could be in any orientation as long as it's green and white in this curve. Because the next move won't move or interfere with this particular cube, right? But suppose I want to swap them. Suppose these were backwards. The green and yellow is over here, and the green and white's over here. So we're going to leapfrog. I call this the leapfrog move, because even if this one's in the right spot, this one could be over here, here, or here. So you're going to have to leapfrog them. So I call it the leapfrog move. Here we go. Here. Now I'm going to get these reds back together. All right. You see, these have jumped. That's cool. There we go. Yellow and green's over here. White and green's over here. So I'm going to do it again. Green and white. All right. Now they're in the right places, but not the right orientation. This one's in the right orientation. And so here's where the second move is going to come in. The second move simply rotates these 3 counterclockwise, 1 each. So ideally, when you get to this stage, you want the bottom color, whatever it happens to be, will be here, here, and here. Now it could be here, here, and here, and you'll do this move twice. But in this case, it's just a once. Bring it down, bring it back up. Down, bring it back, 2, up. Now these are in the right positions, okay? And then we just pick a side that you want to pick. Here we go, and we're going to fill in these here. So this is orange-green. This is how I would go about solving it. Okay. And then we want orange-blue. So we'll see it from this angle. I should get a speed cube one of these days. Those 3 moves will solve this no matter how mixed up it is. By the way, you're never more than 20 moves from solving. That's as mixed up as this cube can be, even though it's trillions of different combinations, possibilities of this thing being all mixed up. There's never more than 20 moves and almost always less than that. If you're, say, 16 or 14 moves from complete, but I can't think 14 moves three-dimensionally on this. So I just use this more brute force algorithm. And so this is how I solve a Rubik's Cube. Hope that helps.